ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। हरिः ओम। In the first verse, few instructions which are given. If you follow them, then we get purity of mind to great extent. Then, bhava sukhe doshonu sandhyatam. Then our chintan should be little more serious, and to understand in this sukha which is utpannam by the contact of the senses and objects is not the real one. So that which is above this sukha dukkha, which is atma tattva, one must intensify that, desire for that knowledge, and only when it is very ripe, then nija gruhat turnam vinirgamyatam, that will happen. Then go and devote your life only for this pursuit. But when you leave the home, see that you remain in satsang, holy companies. Otherwise you become lazy or again go back to the same old way of living. Then on your own, shantyadi parichiyatam, cultivate, develop such virtues of control over the mind and senses. And any karma which is opposed to this pursuit must be given up firmly. Because once you know this is your goal, then why should you start doing something else? Up to that we have seen. Now comes a more and more serious. Earlier it was said sangat satsu vidhiyatam. That person should seek company of good people, noble people, learned people, spiritual minded people. Then as your mind becomes more and more pure, subtle, maybe you will feel a bhavana for someone that this person is my guru. You cannot go in search of guru, but this happens. Sometimes some people go with this idea and they think that, oh, this person is my guru, but it does not work that way. But it happens. Therefore, next is sadvidvan upasrupyatam. Sadvidvan means the one who knows truth. Therefore, sadvidvan is none other than Sadguru. Sadvidvan Sadguru upasrupyatam. And one and same person need not be, may not be, cannot be guru for everybody. Everybody may not feel as the same thing. So when it is some inner call that something happens which is really inexplicable. And that guru and shishya, how they meet is only by God's grace. Because shishya is one side, guru is other place. How they meet, how that person feels that guru bhava, and that guru also feels the same kind of that love, is different thing. But once that happens, then sadvidvan upasrupyatam. Then approach that guru, sadvidvan, sadguru. Guru also means grunati iti guru, the one who teaches, and the one who teaches sat. Sat also means good, noble. So the one who knows truth and has the nobility, divinity in life, approach such a person. And you have to surrender and you have to say that please teach me. Pratidinam tat paduka sevyatam. I said, every day that Guru's paduka should be served, worshipped. Now one may feel, suppose I have not found anybody like that, then what will I do? So in your bhava, you should have that Lord alone is Guru of everyone. You see, no? Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Or Shiv Bhagavan, Narayan Bhagavan is only Adi Guru. Bhagavan only can be Adi Guru. So you keep that bhava, that Bhagavan is Adi Guru, and that Bhagavan only will bless, and you will find. And they said, Tat Paduka Sevyatam. Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. See, Pratidinam it is said, every day, served worship means, what the meaning is, you must dedicate your life to the service of the teacher. Paduka Sevatam does not mean, Gurudev, give Paduka. I have to just clean it, rub it, and then now I have to just give it. Seva. Sevaya. And again, that seva, you should not just go on doing what you just feel like doing, whether that Guru wants or doesn't want. So, Viveka has to be there everywhere. There was a rich person, his Guru came there to his house, and he received him and gave very, very good, it was very hot summer time, cool water, bath and all that he gave. And he had a servant also who was watching all that. Then the servant also had a Guru. The Guru came to his house in winter time. And he started putting cool water on cold water. And the Guru. So what are you doing? Oh, that Guru never said anything. This is not called. Seva is actually meant to tune our mind with the Guru's mind. Even when the Guru gives one instruction and how that disciple does it, from that so many things of that disciple are also understood. The Guru says, get me a glass of water. Yes, and gone. And in between he meets another person, talking with that person only. And Guru is waiting for water. They just take the glass, dips in the water there, just dripping everywhere. Here, and then topples out his Guru's clothes also there. Are Baba, I have asked a water to drink, not for Abhishek. You may laugh and all that, but why I am deliberately doing this? Because you must understand. So the point is, whether the person understands, how that person does, promptly does, lazy does, so many things become very clear then. So seva should be done. That is called the Pratidinam Paduka Sevyatam. Means you should serve the Guru only for tuning your mind. Because remember, this knowledge is such, even though it is spoken through words, but the truth is beyond words. So one should be able to understand what is the import of those words, and that will happen only when the tuning is proper. And Paduka specially said because the feet represent that knowledge, that great realization where that teacher is very well rooted, and the Paduka support that lotus feet of the Guru. And many times they deliberately say Paduka Sevyatam, because if the people don't know how to do seva to physical body. They grow all kinds of hot water, cold water, these are something they will put and all that. They have got nails. And when they put the chandan, kumkum, the most of the... So the Guru says, please worship my paduka, not my pada. Self-defense. These are not a matter of joke. I am not joking at all. Huh? So therefore, idea is, when you find a Sadguru, the bhavana must be Gurushu, Ishvara bhavana. Huh? The Guru is Sakshat Bhagavan. Gurum Shankara Rupinam. Sakshat Bhagavan only is taken this form to enlighten me, to bless this world, and therefore in all humility, sincerity, properly render your service to that Guru. And Paduka Sevata means you must understand the very ideal and that great realization in which that Guru is well established. And remember, you have to achieve that only. Tat Paduka Sevyatam. And when it is seen by Guru, it's all well. Then Guru says, all right, now if you have to ask question, now you ask. Then ask. What should ask? Brahmaika aksharam arthyatam. Arthyatam means should be desired. That should be your wealth, and that you should only ask all Brahma ekaksharam. The ekaksharam Brahma. But I want to know Brahma. In the Upanishad he said, Adhi hi bhagavo brahmeti. Now, this question can be put in different many ways also. But the idea is, now your earlier sadhanas all are over, so now you have to ask questions only about what is the highest spiritual truth. See, Ekaksharam Brahma Arthatam, another meaning also, Ekaksharam Brahma is called Omkar. Om. You can meditate on Om. You can inquire about Om, worship that. Or even straight away, all Upanishads when you read, in different way the question is asked by the students. Some of it is very clearly said, Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti. Some of it is, please teach me Brahma Vidya, it is said. In different way the questions are asked, but the questions are related only to the highest truth. And don't waste time in all useless kind of enquiries and all that. Artha means wealth also. Artha means desire. So that only should be desired, and that should be only inquired into. What is the goal of my life? What is this Brahman which I read in the Upanishads? Or I have heard so many satsang in which also it is said that Brahma Akshara, the inquiry should be about that. Athato Brahma Jidnyasa. Brahma Jidnyasa. Not any other kind of Jidnyasa. Now, up to this, now Shishya's duty, purify your mind, prepare your mind, and when you have found a teacher, you have to speak what your quest is, what your jidnyasa is. You speak and then listen attentively. So earlier, whatever the sadhanas were pointed out, no, Vedo Nityam Adhyetam, Tadute Karma Sanushtitam, they are called preparatory means, preparatory sadhanas to prepare the mind. Again, the single pointedness of mind, purity of mind, Sometimes they are called Bahiranga sadhana. Bahiranga, external, that is the preparatory sadhanas. Now, closer and closer to your own self you have to come. So, say, you ask that question, and as Upanishad it is said, Atma va are drashtavyaha. This Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva should be known. And for that method is Shravan, Manan and Nididhyasan. Listen to this knowledge from the Guru. Acharya Mukhat Shravanam Kuryat. You must listen to this knowledge directly from the mouth of the teacher. And that teacher is Sadvidvan, the one who knows the truth and also a very noble person. Such a person. Listen, Shravanam. Because that is the real means of knowledge. Pramana it is. So that's why it is said immediately, Shruti Shiro Vakyam Samakarnyatam. Now, when you have put forth your jidnyasa before the Guru, then Guru is speaking. What he is speaking? Shruti Shiro Vakyam. Shruti means the Vedas. In the Vedas, Karma Kanda also is there, Upasana Kanda is there, also Jnana Kanda also there. Now the Shruti Shira, the head of the Shruti is Vedanta. So therefore Shruti Shira means Upanishad. In that Upanishad also, the Shiro Vakyam is Mahavakyam. Tattvamasi Mahavakya. That great statement where the oneness of this you as an individual with that infinite reality is revealed. When the disciple goes, the disciple has got all idea about himself or herself, that I am a finite, limited, a jiva, I'm a doer, a enjoyer. Most of the time not enjoyer, sufferer. I want to enjoy, but what enjoy? Only suffering happens. How can I come out of all this? So then the Guru says, this what you feel now about yourself, this is not your real identity. This is not only your nature. You have never made inquiry into that. Your true nature is something different. And that's what Mahavakya says. You are searching for Ananda. I will tell you, Mahavakya means what? That Vakya which reveals the identity of the seeker with the sought. Now, a seeker at the moment is seeking what? I want everlasting happiness. So, object of my seeking is everlasting happiness. Otherwise, always I think it is different from me. Away from me, somewhere it is there, I have to get it. And the Shruti says, Tattvamasi. What you are seeking is not somewhere outside, but it is your own self. Now, suppose somebody says, no, I am seeking the absolute truth. Acha. Again, you are thinking truth is somewhere else. Isn't it? Again, it is not somewhere. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, Tattvavasi. Either you call it Ananda, you call Satyam. No, I want God. Acha, you want God. That also again you are seeking outside. But the essential nature of that God is also Satyam, Jnanam, Ananta, Satchidananda. It cannot be different from you. When a seeker, a sadhaka, he doesn't even know, but some name he has to give, Somewhere he reads, Atma Sakshatkar. Doesn't even know. What do you want? Atma Sakshatkar. Atma Sakshatkar. He knows only word. But what is that Atma? So, Mahavakya, without all technical terminologies, is that which tells you, O seeker, whatever you are seeking, outside, that is nowhere outside, it is not inside also, it is you. That is called Mahavakya. And technical, of course, is called Tattvam Asi, that thou art. And in Vedanta, Shravana does not mean only just hearing by ears. Shravana means investigating into the meaning of the Mahavakya and understanding that the subject matter is my oneness with infinite truth. If you have understood this by listening, then only we can say you got the result of Shravanam. Otherwise, you heard only sound. Huh? Many people, there are so many satsang bhavans are also there, and people go aram se वहाँ पे they just go. श्रवण किया है मैंने, बहुत श्रवण किया है. So much श्रवण. But finally, what did you understand about all that? Oh, there is something to understand also. Huh? Therefore, in the Vedantic terminology, Shravan is a very technical word. It's not only by hearing. But have you understood that the Upanishad Vidya is this? Shravanam. Now, if someone is very, very highly prepared, then he will get knowledge. But otherwise, we have to understand the correct meaning of every word, every teaching. And therefore, now the next step comes. After Shravanam, what we have to do? Bhagavan says in the next shloka, that is the third shloka, Vakyarthascha vicharyatam Shruti Shira Paksha Samasriyatam Dustarkat Suviramyatam Shruti Matastarko Nusandhiyatam Brahmasmiti Vibhavyatam Aharahar Garva Parityajatam Deheham Matirujjatam Buddha Janairvadah Parityajatam. Now you have done Shravanam now. And after Shravanam, what are you doing? After Shravanam, Doordarshanam. I am watching TV. Reading some different kinds of novels only and all that. Baba, but when you Shravanam, Vakyarthascha vicharyatam. That Vakya, Mahavakya, or any other statement of the Upanishad which is there, every word and every sentence properly must be understood. Sadeva Somya idamagrasi. Hey Somya, all this was in the beginning, Sat alone was there. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So many words are there. But Mahavakya is where oneness is pointed out of the individual with infinity, then Mahavakya. Otherwise, they are Avantar Vakya, there are so many sentences, but their meaning also must be understood properly. Vakyarthascha vicharyatam. And next, very interesting, Shruti Shira Paksha Samasriyatam. And when you inquire into and logically think, that's why I say, Acharya mukha shravanam kuryat, listen to it from a teacher, yuktitaha mananam kuryat, then with logical thinking, you have to reflect on that so that you don't have any more doubts and questions and all that. And after what conclusion you have come to? I have come to conclusion, I am Jiva only. What is the use of listening to all this, then again coming back to that type of conclusion? Huh? Shruti Shira Paksha Samashriyatam. Then you should resort to that, accept what the Shruti Shira Vakya has said. See, already I am a miserable person. And after reading all Vedanta, I say, I am convinced I am a miserable person. तो काय को पढ़ा रे बाबा? Why did you study all this, Huh? I read Ramayana, I think Ravana was a nice person. So, what is what I'm talking of that? Huh? So it said, what Shravana you did, then after that logical thinking and all that, then you must understand what the Shruti has said. Shruti Shira Pakshaha. Samashriyata. You must take the ashraya, the refuge in the meaning or the teaching which the Upanishad has given. And if you have to continue the same way, there was no need of all that going here and there then. Shruti Shira Paksha Samashriyata. Again holding on to the old. See, earlier suppose a person had a thought, the earth is flat, it is stationary, and it is the sun which rises and sets. Then he studied physics and all other things. Then he said, I am convinced, earth is flat, stationary, the sun is moving. So why did you study science then? Right? See, when we are gaining knowledge through valid means of knowledge, our ignorance should go away and the right vision must come. Therefore it is said, Vakyarthascha vicharyatam Shruti Shira Paksha Samashriyatam. But when it is said, you must logically think and understand rationally. But Bhagavan cautions you, because this thinking can be very dangerous. Dustarkat suviramyatam. This we will see tomorrow more. Refrain from indulging in fallacious logic. Only Shruti matas tarko anusandhyatam. That tarka logic which is given to you by the Upanishad, that way you should think and come. Otherwise, by your own tarko apratishtha. That if you think on your own, whichever way, then we don't know where will you reach. We will see this point tomorrow. It's very, very important. Very important. Because our Vedanta doesn't stop you from asking questions, or doesn't say that you should not think and all that, but thinking should be the right directions. Correct? Okay. We'll see that tomorrow. Hari Sharanam, 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 हरि शरणं 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 हरि शरणं। श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।